Good morning, it's Saturday, the 10th of September 2022. This reading today is going to be a full moon reading. The full moon occurred, I believe, about 9 a.m. this morning, but we are in the energy of the full moon for about 3 days. So we're still on the full moon. I want to start with a postcard from Spirit today. I don't know why, I just have this urge, and I always go with these urges because they usually mean something. And the reading is only going to be, hopefully, a quick one. I know I can ramble on. Right. Whatever it is, right, let me backtrack. Full moons are about endings, and it signals, endings always signal new beginnings. When we are preparing for a full moon, we usually have something in mind as to what it is we're going to let go of. It doesn't have to be an object. It certainly doesn't have to be a partnership, a person. But something is at an end. It could be an emotion, a way of being, ending a particular routine, or maybe ending a diet that you've been following, or even ending a bad diet that you've been following. But it's about clearing out the old to make way for the new. The message I got this morning is whatever it is, if you are thinking of clearing something out of your life or ending something in your life, make sure it isn't something really huge. Not yet. Not for about another month. Because you will regret it. And in the next month or so, be very wary of information that you will be getting, because Mercury has gone into retrograde as well. So if whatever it is that you are releasing from your life, if it's a big decision, give yourself a month to truly think about it and look into the details more closely, because there is a sense that in the next month quite a lot of wool will be pulled over eyes. So before you make a knee-jerk decision, think about it for another month until Mercury has gone out of retrograde. I'm feeling a deception as well. I mean, the moon can also be, the moon's tied in with emotions and behaviour, erratic behaviour. It's also tied in with emotions. So try to keep your emotions in check. Try to be a little bit more logical, and like I said, before you make any knee-jerk decisions, before you have a knee-jerk reaction to anything, go away quietly. Think, give yourself time to think, and do a little bit more looking into the real facts of the matter, because things are not going to be quite as they seem for about another month. Now, that could be on a small scale, your household. This could also be nationwide. It could also be globally. So it's a cautionary tale. Think before you act. Right, so what am I letting go of today? This full moon. I will be letting go of my tendency to worry too much about what other people think about me. I will be getting rid of I'm letting go of my tendency to care. I've been working on that for quite some time, and if you're of my generation, that's quite a difficult thing to let go of, especially as we are as women of my generation. I'm 56. We were brought up that to believe and act as though everybody else in your family, in your friend group, your workplace, need you to make their life more comfortable at a detriment to yourself. So my full moon purge, if you like, is to let go of the tendency to feel guilty for other people's reactions. I hope that makes sense. So we have the card here. I'm a little bit distracted because Sybil is in the background. So where is she? Can you see her? She is faffing about on my therapy chair, jumping up and down. So if you can hear a thud every now and again, it's the cat. Apologies. So dear you, we are a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors and omens. I'll talk about this in a minute. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to be understood. To being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity. Be clear and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow for the other person, organisation, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer. In your favour? Affirmative, we say yes. Right. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs and metaphors. Be on the lookout. Take a journal to bed with you because your dreams right now will be prophetic. They might not make sense to you, but over time they will become clear. It is important that if you keep a journal by your bed and you have a dream, that before you go back to sleep, you write that dream down, because 9 times out of 10, unless it's a really vivid dream, you will forget. So your dreams are prophetic right now. Signs as well. I'm seeing feathers, unusual feathers in unusual places. Be on the lookout for that as a sign right now. It's asking you to have integrity. I think that's more to do with keep your mouth closed. Keep your mind open and don't make any crucial, massive decisions for at least a month. If you are getting into this kind of thing, tarot and astrology and all that kind of thing, if you have any crystals, you need to cleanse them. If you have your cards, if you read tarot, also need cleansing. And the way that I do that is I put all my crystals, all my cards, I take them out of the boxes and I put them in clear boxes, waterproof boxes, and I put them outside overnight because they are charged, cleared and charged with the moonlight. That will happen whether the moon is visible in the sky or not. Alternatively, if you live in a sunny country, we have lived in a sunny country, it's now got quite miserable, you can also charge your crystals and your cards in sunlight, but don't leave them out too long so they don't fade. You can, what else I do is today is my cleaning day. My house will be thoroughly cleaned, and I will go around the house and I will light sage, and I will sage every room. I also send Reiki to every room for good energy. I also sage myself. I have a salt bath, and I put a line of salt at the inside of the back door and the front door, the entrances to my house, overnight. That is to keep in the good energy. So let's have an ordinary tarot. We haven't seen one of these for a while. Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, some of you might find in the next few days that you see something unusual, but you dismiss it and forget about it. If you see something unusual, don't forget it or dismiss it. Okay, moving on. We have the Six of Swords. The swords are about the mental realm, your intellect, your thoughts. And the Six is moving on to calmer waters. So my best guess is that this full moon, there is a journey. There's a journey of a month where we will be traveling through mentally choppy waters and getting to a more calmer sea. Right. If there is something that you are going to let go of this full moon, your mind will be active. You will be worried about what it is that you are thinking about letting go of. You might not even know how to do it, but you will get there. But keep your thoughts to yourself for now. Think very clearly, and your mind is a mess. So you have to put your mind into a more organised state. And while you are putting your mind into a more organised state, you are travelling mentally to calmer seas. Let's have another one. With the Page of Wands. This is a messenger. Pages are messengers. Wands are about, in fact, it's fire, it's Aries, Sag, Leo. But pages are young people with a message. Maybe. I'm going to have another one to clarify that, because I see this boat in the Six of Swords moving towards a Page of Wands. It's like a brand new passion. It's like you're moving away from the confused mind into a more ordered mind, and the decision. This is a message, something about a new passion, something quite that you haven't been doing very long. Maybe you've taken a hobby up, or you've started a new job and you really love it, but you feel like a bit of a novice. Maybe this is the problem. Maybe you feel a bit like a novice. In the next month, you actually will feel like you are starting a new journey, and you, 10 of Wands, you will be able to put down that heavy burden of being worried about whatever it is you're worried about, because it's going to, in the next few weeks, it's going to feel like a brand new start, a branch with new shoots, a new adventure. Pages are about youth, and then we're moving on to, so we're going through the choppy waters mentally for whatever reason. At the end of that period, there will be a feeling of excitement, a new challenge, something that you're passionate about, but something that you're really passionate about, but you feel like a novice at it. Over the next few weeks, that feeling of being a novice will be over, and you will be able to put down this mental worry of that. And the outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever it is that, so you've got 2 10s, endings again. The 10s are about endings. Whatever it is, this new passion, could be even a new partner, whatever this new passion is, you'll be putting the worry down about it, and there's a huge sense of security around it. I'm gonna have one more. So what's this 6 of Swords all about? Okay, yeah, the Tower. Somebody is worried, very worried about either a decision they've just made or a decision they are about to make in their heads. The decision they have made or the decision they are about to make means the whole sky's fallen in. That's not true. The whole sky hasn't fallen in, because towers, when a house burns down, it makes way to build a new one. So either it's a decision you've already made, or it's a decision you are tormenting yourself over making, because in your head you're going to lose everything and the whole world will feel like a disaster. But then we've got the Page of Wands, which is a new, passionate new beginning, a message, or an idea, or something creative. There's something creative here. Let's clarify the Page of Wands, please. What's the Page of Wands? These flipping out. Okay. This new creative idea, this message, leads you to be once again on top. Being able to fight your own battles quite successfully and put your burdens down. 10 of, yeah. Put your burdens down. And then we've got the 2 of Cups. Now, many people read the 2 of Cups like a marriage, a proposal. I read it as a choice. It's about balancing the male and female within you. It's about a balance. So you'll be able to put your burdens down and become rebalanced. And the 10 of Pentacles. No, too many. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. 10s are about endings. You've got 2 10s. So it's about putting something, this feels quite major to me. So it's like putting, so basically right now, there's mental torture going on. There's a worry. You're frightened. You think the world's fallen in and it's never going to get any easier. But it's making way for new. You are going to be going, you are either doing something new, or you will receive a message that leads you to be able to fight your own battles and stay on top. And then out of that, you'll be able to put your worries to one side and balance yourself out. And then we have, once again, see this 3 tens. This is a major ending. Could be a job, could be a relationship, it could be even moving home, it could be anything, a major ending. Once you've balanced yourself out, you have once again got security, and then the wheel turns again, the start of a new cycle. So this full moon reading, if you are about to make a major decision, hang on, think it through properly. If you've already made that major decision, you're clearly very, very worried about what you've just done and what that means for the future. Don't be worried, because something new is either already here or on its way. And whatever you do, whether you're deciding to end something or you've already done it, the outcome of this is really positive. You will be able to stay on top. You will be able to keep your balance. Right now, what's happening is you're going through choppy waters mentally. And this is, you're allowing this sort of the fear of losing everything, or I think it's losing everything, to dominate your mind. That will get easier, because right now, if your fear is dominating your mind, if you're worried about something so much that fear is prominent in your mind, you need to do more. You need to look into whatever situation you are in. You need to make sure that you've got all your ducks in a row and all your facts straight. Don't believe everything you are told. It's about doing your own investigation. Do your own investigation. Don't believe anything you're told right now, because we've got issues with Neptune as well, which is quite deceptive. The moon can also symbolize deception. So, probably makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, well, I wasn't going to go, but I'm going to go. I wasn't going to go and do another one, but I will do a wisdom of the Oracle card to end this reading. So when I was saying that I'm going to end the lack of confidence in myself and the worry that I have about what people think about me, what people say about me, that's me ending something that has been a constant throughout my life. I've always looked after other people at my own expense, and to some extent I still do that. In fact, to a large extent I still do that, and for some people that will continue, but for people who are not precious to me, it will not continue. And then I know I will be dealing with the feelings of guilt and the feeling that maybe, I've been an awful person, because that's how I've been brought up, it's how I've been socialised. I also am well aware it's because I've been socialised. So that's me going through the mental, the sea, the rocky sea, trying to find my way clear and try to conduct myself in a different way. Oh my God, I can't believe we've got regeneration. 46, 10. This is, and if you remember the tower, where have I put it? Tower. Come on, tower. Right. These are very similar. The tower, a bolt has hit the crown of the tower and destroyed it. There's a fire that's destroyed the tree. Okay, they're very similar. This signals crumbling of crumbling of an institution. Even this could even be bigger than just us. This could be the crumbling of an institution. We all know that our institutions are crumbling. We all know that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work that out. The crumbling of one thing, the obliteration of the landscape with fire, both symbolising making room for something new to grow. This is another ending. That's 4 10s in a reading. Something major is ending or has ended. And I'm not talking about the Queen. So let's read this, regeneration. Okay, regeneration. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. The world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. What happens when it appears you failed on something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then once it germinates into your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. It's becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start, a more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past, because you really are experiencing a rebirth. Right, so 10s are about endings, but they, like I said, they always signal new beginnings. That page of wands is the new beginning. It's a promise. It's there. Whether it's in your sight right now or it's something that you have your sights on, something big is at an end, either in your head or in reality. And the tower moment that you've got going on in your head is just a signal to you to start organising your mind better. If you don't meditate, learn to meditate. If you're not aware of where your mind is heading all the time, it would be an idea for you to become more aware of your thoughts. And if your thoughts are always going back to a past point in time, or you are always worried about a future that we can't see yet, then you are not living in the present moment. You need to start living more in the present, and then your mind will order itself. But for the next month, if you haven't already made a massive decision recently, hold off. Get your facts right. Don't take what other people say to you as gospel. Not yet. Have a happy full moon, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Be kind.